tote favourite at 5-2 is number 3, Rain Imperial. 7-2, number 2, Sunnybrook. 9-2, number 1, Love and Spoonful. And they're the 3 in most commission. Now, the line's just about intact for a start in race 7, the Laelia Handicap, and we're just waiting for the starter to move over and release them. There might still be one to move up. I think there is Dinzam to come up as yet. A couple of others in the market. Number 5, Dinzam, is at odds of 8-1. And number 10, Toltrasar, is at 13-2. The one Kerry was telling you about, Miss Lisa, which has been a big shortener at long prices on course, is now 10-1 on the win tote. 10-1, the bottom one, Miss Lisa. Now, one of these riders out of the saddle. It's the rider of Love and Spoonful. Just momentarily, but he's now back on board. That's Mark Peters. Starter coming over now to release the field. Love and Spoonful steadies down in the gates, and the line looks right. Inside runner reared momentarily, a fair de Roir. Jump at any second. Trouble wide out, Sunnybrook fidgety. Pardon me. Sunnybrook back on all fours, should get them here. Stalls open, off and running, and Toltrasar and Sunnybrook out wide began well, and so did Miss Enchanted, followed by Tantalise. Miss Lisa right behind them when they get going, and then Stormy Fun, followed by Orana Tony. Rain Imperial got slightly crowded for room and got shuffled back into the field, followed by Toltrasar, Miss Enchanted, and dropping out to be last is Dinzam, but they're tightly bunched at the 1200 mark, and Tantalise went to the lead, showed the way clearly over Sunnybrook, followed by Miss Lisa, and then Love and Spoonful and Miss Enchanted out 3 deep as they go to the back, followed by Toltrasar, who's pulling hard. Orana Tony on the fence behind those horses, and then Stormy Fun, Rain Imperial, well back as a fair de Roir, and Dinzam as last as they go down the riverside, 900 out, and Tantalise led. Sunnybrook second, Miss Lisa third, Miss Enchanted running fourth on the outside of Love and Spoonful, followed by Orana Tony. A neck away Toltrasar on the outside, and about 2 to Rain Imperial. Stormy Fun as well back and hard ridden as they come up the hill, followed by Dinzam, and tailing out last now is a fair de Roir. The leader is Tantalise as they climb the hill. Sunnybrook is in second place, being ridden along. Running third, Love and Spoonful, and then Miss Lisa, Miss Enchanted, Toltrasar, followed by Orana Tony, and then Dinzam and Rain Imperial is flat to the boards as they turn for home. Straightening up, Tantalise the leader. Sunnybrook is about to grab it, and they're a mile out in front of Orana Tony, running on from Love and Spoonful, and Rain Imperial from a long way back, starting to warm up now. Sunnybrook the leader. Rain Imperial is flying down the outside, coming home right over the top of Sunnybrook, and there's a very good win. Rain Imperial got up to beat Sunnybrook, and Dinzam third. Fourth is Orana Tony, and then Toltrasar, followed by Tantalise, who weakened, and then Stormy Fun, Miss Enchanted, Love and Spoonful, a fair de Roir, and Miss Lisa pulled up at the tail of the field. Well, Rain Imperial didn't look to have a hope in Hades on the turn into the straight. In front of about 3 horses and being very hard ridden by Gavin Duffy, but she absolutely sprouted wings and was coming away on the line to score a good win. Number 3, Rain Imperial, making it a winning double for Gavin Duffy, who won an earlier race today on Rand Passer for the Brian Mayfield Smith stable. Rain Imperial to pay $1.35 70. Sunnybrook will be second, looked all over a winner when she dashed to the lead. She'll pay 95 cents. And third, which one did we nominate? Dinzam, that's right, Bob. It'll get third, number 5, Dinzam, on the place tote to pay $1.65. Even though this filly finished well, if you watch closely there, Duffy's got a lot of pressure on the outside rein. See how tightly he's pulling that outside rein there? That mare was wanting to lay in with him over the last 200 metres, and it's a pretty good effort to win races when you've got a horse that won't go straight. I discovered something driving paces, that there's just no worse thing for a jockey or a trotting driver than to have a horse on one rein. It drives you mad, you know, because they're doing themselves so much damage. If sometimes soreness can cause it. If a horse is feeling a bit of pain, of course, the first thing they want to do is get onto one rein, but others do it just for the heck of it. And inexperience on occasions will cause it, because some horses are rail conscious. They keep looking for that running rail, and when you've got them out off the fence and they can see that fence there, they just want to keep getting over to it, and it puts a jockey in a very awkward position. But Gavin's been able to still win the race despite it. Another classic example of that was Johnny Marshall on Full and By in the Champagne Stakes recently. I've never seen a horse win a classic race hanging in as badly as he did. 3, 2, 5, Rain Imperial, Sunnybrook and Dinzam. Placings official 3, 2, 5, and the winner official tote $1.35 and 70, 95 for second, $1.65 for third, Quinella $3.65, the double 13.20. Well, here's Gavin Duffy coming back on Rain Imperial, a bay filly by the great Sir Tristram out of Rani's Palace, raced by Swettenham Stud Syndicate, trained by Brian Mayfield Smith and ridden by Gavin Duffy, and Duffy at the moment having a great trot. Sunnybrook is a bay filly by Zephyr Zip out of Edging Up, is trained by Max Lees and third number 5. Dinzam by Zamazan, the same sire as the Adelaide Cup winner, out of Nandian, and is trained by M.J. Hoysted at Newcastle and ridden by Stuart Plain. Well, there's Gavin Duffy on your screen right now, unsaddling Rain Imperial. Big tall filly, as many of the Sir Tristrams are. Winning margin a half length, the length between second and third, 137.1. Trifecta's up now, $83.95, $83.95. Hey, Kerry, I saw you get on one rein one night recently at a party. You were hanging very badly.
Most parties, John. It was very enjoyable too. I'm glad you were able to survive it, Johnny, yourself. I'm glad you had a great day at the stable of my old mate Ray Guy yesterday with the barbecue, and I hope that they have had good cause to celebrate out at Canterbury this afternoon. Now there's Gavin Duffy, Norm Swain, of course, the acting chief steward, and doing very well while the chief is away. And unfortunately for the Terry Ryan stable, the long price coup did not come off, but that was the best backed horse. For Southern Conquest, 4-1. Snow Slouch, 15. Sunner Boy, 9. Marshall Lad, 35. Hemistar at 10. We go down to McGill at 12-1. Televari, 3. Over to number 11, Black Run, 3-1. 12, Follow My Heart at 15. Party Lights, 25. And Jovial Monk, 100-1. Johnny Tapp's going for Southern Conquest. Southern Conquest, number 4. And he gives it the top rating from number 10, Televari, and 9, McGill. 4, 10 and 9. Now we'll have a break. This is Sky Race Day. At 4 o'clock this afternoon, motor race fans stand by. A replay of the Monaco Grand Prix around those lovely streets of that great city. After this break, the finish of the tennis, the match between Ivan Lendl and Kent Carlsen.